What's up, Jiven here, welcome to another video, and another season of Fortnite. In today's video I'm going to be discussing some of my first thoughts on the new season, such as what's better, the attack or the charge, what are the best spots on the map, and what are some new strategies in this season. Be sure to subscribe if you enjoy this content, and let's hop into it. So first thing we're going to be talking about is something that people kept asking me in my stream yesterday. What's better, the attack or the charge shotty? And the truth is, they are very balanced, but very different. And depending on your playstyle, one might fit you better than the other. So let's figure out which one is best for you. Let's start with the attack shotty. This gun is great for applying pressure, like pushing their wall head on or just flat out jumping into their box. You need to be able to hit your shots with this gun. If you can deal 100+ damage with it, you're gonna always win the fight. A big thing to note with the attack is that when you're pushing someone's wall, you should be applying pressure with the attack to their wall. What I mean by this is instead of pickaxing their wall over and over, shoot your tack at the wall. And make sure you're not only shooting your tack at the wall, but also aiming at them through the wall. That way if they edit the wall, you'll hit them with the tack. The tack does so much damage to a wall, especially if you have a purple or gold one. Like you can break the wall in 2 shots just like a pickaxe. And regarding the charge shotty, it's very similar to a pump, except it obviously shoots a little slower. With this gun, you need to be very good at piece control. If you're good at getting your opponent full boxed and setting up right hand peeks, this is probably the better gun for you. I'll be making a whole video about how to fight with both of these guns in detail, so stay tuned. But hopefully that gives you kind of a stepping stone of which gun you should be using at the start. I think it's important to practice with both of them, but obviously you can have a favorite. Personally, my favorite right now is the charge, just because I'm good with those piece control plays, but if I ever find a purple or gold tack, I can't turn that down. When it comes to late game, I feel like the charge is so good because you can just hold angles, and as soon as people walk around the corner, it's just an easy bop. Usually in late game, it's tough to keep track of where everyone is, so people won't see you holding those angles and you can really catch a lot of people off guard. But the main thing a lot of people are going to be struggling with is mid-game fights with the charge and the tack, I have a feeling. So I'll have a full guide coming soon on how to use each of those. Also, you can always come to my stream and just watch me fight with it. Maybe you'll learn something new in there. But let's hop on to the next topic. So another question people kept asking me in my chat yesterday was, where's the best spot to drop in Season 5? The truth is, this is the most balanced map Fortnite has created since Chapter 1, in my opinion. So honestly, it doesn't even matter where you drop. But let me go into some more detail. The past few seasons, there's been henchman chests, mythic loot, OP vaults, etc. This season is finally back to a normal loot pool, where every spot pretty much offers the same value of loot. You don't need to land somewhere like Stark to get good guns because every spot on the map offers the same exact loot. It's pretty amazing in my opinion. But let me tell you something valuable for when you're picking a drop spot. First, as you may know already, fishing is once again very valuable because of rift fish. And if you don't know what a rift fish is, basically it's a portable rift. So obviously that's going to hold some rotational value in late game, so it might be worthwhile for you to pick a spot on the map that has some fishing spots. My best advice for you this first week is try to find 2 to 5 drop spots that you enjoy and land at them over and over and over again. The more you land at a spot, the more you will learn it, and the less you will die there. Also, make sure you learn the new spots a little bit. That way when you rotate through them, you won't be so lost. But if you're dying off rip a lot right now, either land somewhere more low-key, or just try to land at one spot over and over and over again until you master it. I know it's not so fun, but once you learn a spot, it becomes really fun because you never die there, and you just go there super confidently, if that makes sense. Like once you learn the ins and outs of a spot, you'll be chilling and you won't die anymore. People were coming to my chat pissed because they were like, I keep dying off spawn, but they were just going salty towers over and over and over again. And I'm like, bro, there's like 40 people there. Like, yeah, you're gonna die most of the time. So yeah, that's my input. Anyways, let's move on to the next topic, rotation. Crash pads are gone, but 0 point is in. 0 point is a dope new feature that allows you to teleport like 15 meters in game. You can find them in rocks around the sandy parts of the map, and you can fish them. They're called 0 point fish. The 0 point fish also give you a little bit of white health. So the abilities last around 15 seconds, and one really cool thing to note that you might not already know already is you can charge your shotgun while teleporting with the 0 point fish. So you will get lots of kills and a free rotate if you do this in late game. Imagine just teleporting all around the map, charge shotting everyone. Like, I don't know, it sounds pretty OP to me, so keep that in mind. Might be worth stacking for late game. That's another value of landing somewhere with fishing spots. And another feature most people know already is that you can now travel in sand. If you stand still on sand, you sink into it and can rotate safely. People can shoot you out of the sand, but you won't be dealt any damage until you pop out of the sand. Then people will have like 1 second where you aren't able to build, but they're able to shoot you and deal some damage. It's definitely a good way to get out of sticky situations if you're weak. Just go into the sand, try to disappear, because it is kind of hard to notice people in the sand. You can also surprise people by jumping into their box or just jumping out behind them and, you know, bopping them when they don't know you're there. But shockwaves are still in the game along with bouncers, and there are now rift fish, which I talked about earlier. So fishing those will be OP, same with the 0-point fish. There's also still cars in the game and boats, so that's obviously rotation. And that's all that I can think of off the top of my head, so let's hop into the next topic. So I just wanted to talk real quick about these NPCs, those characters all around the map that you can interact with. You can earn gold by completing their missions or spend gold on like weapon upgrades or finding chest locations, finding other characters nearby, or like buying weapons from them. One really useful thing that I found in these NPCs is bounties. Some of the NPCs can give you a bounty where you can hunt another player and earn some gold by killing them, but it's not the gold that makes this valuable. It's the fact that it shows you where the enemy's location is approximately on the map. So let's say you get really good fighting loot off rip. You can just go to an NPC real quick and start a bounty and start hunting right away while you have really good loot and maybe they won't have so great of loot. This can be a really good way to find a fight fast. However, the enemies can see that they're being hunted, and if you're being hunted, you can see a threat level on your screen. So if the threat level is 3, then you need to box up because that means that the enemy's really close by. Another idea that I had with these NPCs is that maybe there's a rotation somewhere on the map that gives you OP loot every single time. I need to explore the map a little more because I haven't been everywhere, but here's my hypothesis. Maybe on like the edge of map somewhere, there's an NPC that gives you gold for completing simple missions, and then you rotate in a little more and can buy weapon upgrades or valuable loot with the gold from the other NPC. Like maybe there's a rotation somewhere on the map that gives you optimal loot every single time. I gotta do some more digging, but you should probably do some digging too, see if you can find it. Maybe you can keep it secret to yourself. So keep your eyes open for that. Now to end this video, I just want to talk about my thoughts on this season and some visions that I have moving forward with competitive. First of all, I think this season is dope. It has OG Fort vibes while also bringing a really refreshing otherworldly style to the game. But more importantly, this game is so freaking balanced right now. Like, no guns are extremely OP, the map is balanced no matter where you land, you'll leave with relatively the same loot no matter where you go, and the guns are very balanced and make for really interesting fights. This will be an awesome season for competitive. Rotations will be super interesting and fights will be tough and skill based. One thing I was thinking is because of the loot pool, fights take longer than normal. Everyone kept coming to my chat yesterday saying that they're getting third-partied over and over again, and the reason is fights take so long now with these low-damage guns. Personally, I don't think that's going to be a bad thing. This made me think Arena will probably have for a lot more stacked endgames than normal because it's a lot harder to get kills. I think this season will be a lot of fun. Don't give up yet, trust, good things will come. Just gotta learn the strategy for fighting and build a new game sense. Like, you have to fight differently, you have to W key differently, and you have to strategize basically your whole game differently. So just stay positive. It's a new season, new game, new strategies. It's a lot to learn, but try to have fun with it. Honestly, everyone was saying the game was getting boring, and now we got a whole entire new game to learn, so let's get it, you know? I'm hoping to have a how to fight with a charge and attack video coming out soon. I gotta make sure I can master each of them before I make that video, obviously. I'll probably have that out in like 2 days. You know, if all goes according to plan. Please drop video ideas in the comments. Let me know what you guys want to see about this new season, things you're struggling with, all sorts of stuff. Just let me know anything. I'll write down a ton of ideas and try to think about how I can help you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like and subscribe if you did, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.